Commissioner of Police Michael Matthews said he was surprised that road safety was one of the first things he was asked to tackle when he took up the Commissioner of Police position 5 months ago. In July, police carried out a road safety campaign issuing warnings while educating the public about the laws regarding road safety. But in August, during the enforcement leg of the campaign, officers issued close to 400 tickets. Commissioner Matthews spoke to Eduenka in a recent Spotlight interview.
One of the first things I was asked about was, what are you going to do about safety on our roads? And that surprised me a little bit, because normally people ask straight away about crime and burglaries and things like that. But no, it was definitely about safety on the roads, came loud and clear to me. Not that the other issues weren't important to people. But then, of course, driving to work each day myself, I began to realise that there were a few offenders out there that perhaps needed reminding of what the laws say within the Virgin Islands. So having spent a month's education, and we did a lot of media advertising as well to tell people we were doing this, I was really hoping that actually the enforcement stage would reveal that a lot of people had listened and had changed some of their behaviours. However, there's always a downside to an enforcement strategy. If I say to you, for example, that we issued an additional 351 fixed penalty tickets in August for the enforcement stage, 351 people out there just didn't listen.
After the education?
After the education. Yeah. So 351 people didn't listen and got tickets, and a further 57 people have been summoned to appear in court because they didn't listen either. Now, I take no pleasure in quoting those figures, because that means that 351 people have had to pay out their hard-earned cash for being silly, and another 50 odd are going to go to court and no doubt get a fine. Hard-earned cash again being paid out.
Admitting that more public education is needed, Commissioner Matthews says enforcement is justified for persons who continue to ignore the laws and behave recklessly. He said other major problems for the police force are injuries to scooter riders and illegal parking.
Road Town itself is not the easiest place to park. We all recognise that. And I can certainly live with people doing their best to park safely, even if it gets a bit crowded. What I find incredible on occasions is that people just park dangerously. Junctions, they'll leave half the car sticking out on the main road. I've even seen cars, in particular taxis, parking and stopping in the middle of a roundabout to pick up passengers.
Yes.
That is just reckless behaviour. It's not to be tolerated, and I think the vast majority of people watching this tonight would just agree with that statement that, come on people, grow up, let's have a little bit of less selfishness and a bit more consideration for other road users. And I'm telling you this factually and honestly, there is not a week gone by since I took up post 4 months ago. I see a daily report of everything that's happened policing-wise in the last 24 hours, and not a week has gone by without there being a scooter involved in an accident with some sort of injury. And that's a terrifying statistic for me. It might just be a small grazed knee or a grazed elbow. Sometimes it's far more serious, and the good nurses and doctors at Peebles Hospital have to do a lot of work to help young people. And we see some terrible injuries. Scooters are relatively small machines, and so the first thing that the scooter riders need to remember is drivers don't always see them.
Yes.
And if you start weaving in and out of cars and cutting in front of cars, you're not always visible, you're not always going to be seen.
Yeah. We can't defend for you.
Exactly. So it's about getting a good standard of driving on the scooter by learning how to ride it properly and passing your test. It's about making sure you are insured, so that if somebody else is injured or you're injured, you're covered. But ultimately, it's about, I'll go back to this common theme, this is about public safety. I am not about giving young people a hard time riding their scooters around the islands here. Good for you, gives you freedom, gives you flexibility, gives you choice. I just want you to do it safely.
The police commissioner maintained that traffic safety on the roadways is a real concern for many, and police are prepared to do more to make it safer and less taxing on motorists, passengers, and pedestrians.